This is a video on writing chemical equations looking at acid-metal reactions. So acid-metal reactions, as explored in a previous video, involves the following. So when you have an acid and a metal, you mix an acid and a metal, you'll get salt and hydrogen gas. And it's really just doing examples from here. So acids, as explored in neutralization reactions, common acids explored in Year 9 science is sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and hydrochloric acid. Metals, that's most of the periodic table. I'm not going to write them here. There's like over 90 metals. Things like sodium, iron, magnesium, calcium, and so on and so forth. So all the alkaline metals, alkaline earth metals, transition metals on the periodic table, they're all metals. So let's look at some examples. So let's use these acids. Let's say I've got hydrochloric acid reacting with sodium. Let's first write down the word equation. So the salt formed, remember, is the metal first, which is sodium. And the ending of the acid, which is chloride in this case. Chloric becomes chloride plus hydrogen gas. That's step one. Step two, to get it into its chemical equation form, periodic table, and your intuition and knowledge, basic knowledge. So hydrochloric acid is HCl by definition, plus sodium on the periodic table is Na, makes sodium chloride, which is Na. So sodium is Na, chloride is chlorine, Cl. So salts are ionic compounds, they're neutral overall. However, they're made of charged particles, right? So the sodium, charge of +1, chlorine, charge of -1. Because sodium is in group 1, and it's a metal, it's got a charge of +1. Chlorine is in group 17, it's got a charge of -1, and it's a non-metal. Plus hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas is typically written as H2. Okay, hydrogen is a molecule, that's why there's two hydrogens. So let's now rewrite this salt as follows, NaCl. So the +1 and -1 don't come down because they cancel, and that's it. That's your chemical equation. Let's balance it. So step one, let's make a list, HCl, Na. Similarly on the right, HCl, Na. And let's count. 1 hydrogen, 1 chlorine, 1 sodium. On the right, 2 hydrogen, 1 chlorine, 1 sodium. There's an issue with the hydrogen. There's 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Turn this into a 2. We multiply by 2. That goes out the front. However, now the chlorine becomes 2. Cross that out, put a 2. Now on the right, let's turn that into a 2. We multiply by 2 to get 2. And that 2 goes out the front here. However, now we've got 2 sodium. So that crosses out to become 2. Back to the left, we turn this into a 2 by multiplying by 2. A lot of 2's here. And the 2 goes there, and that's it. That's the reaction. It's balanced. Let's do another one. Let's do magnesium plus sulfuric acid. So let's work out the salt. The salt is basically the metal first, which is magnesium. And the non-metal is the acid ending, which is sulfate. Sulfuric becomes sulfate plus hydrogen gas by definition. Now you use your periodic table in general knowledge. Magnesium is just Mg. Sulfuric acid is H2SO4 by definition. That makes magnesium sulfate. Magnesium is Mg, and the sulfate polyatomic ion is SO4 2-. Now the magnesium has a charge of +2 because it's in group 2. And it's a metal. Remember, metals have a charge of plus, non-metals a charge of minus, because the metals like to give away electrons to become positive overall, and the non-metals like to gain electrons and become negative overall. Plus H2, hydrogen gas. Let's rewrite this as MgSO4. Okay, the +2 and the -2 cancel. Let's now balance. So we have the chemical equation. Let's now balance it. Let's make a list, MgHSO, MgHSO. 1 magnesium on the left, 2 hydrogen on the left, 1 sulfur on the left, 4 oxygen on the left. 1 magnesium on the right, 2 hydrogen on the right, 1 sulfur on the right, and 4 oxygen on the right. So it's balanced. And there you have it. I'll let you do this question. Suppose you have rubidium and nitric acid. So write down the products, form the salt formed, and then the chemical equation and try and balance it.